Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go check out my website at skysworld.com for life coaching and mentoring. Let's talk about storms. A lot of people hate storms. I'm not a big fan of storms. I live down here in Florida. We get a lot of storms, bad storms. We have hurricane season, a whole season of storms. It starts in June. It's about to start soon. I'm not looking forward to the hurricane season. Last year, I got hit hard. I had, several major trees fall down on my property, lots of damage to the fence. I went at least 10 or 13 days without electricity. Storms are a big pain in the butt. The whole town was underwater. You could see the aerial footage. I went on, people were doing drone footage and posting videos on YouTube, so I was looking at some of those, and I couldn't believe how much water. And now we're getting ready to go into it again. I look at these trees in my backyard, the ones that are left, I still got plenty of them, and I look at the biggest ones and I wonder, how strong is that tree? You know, that's what storms do. They expose weakness. You see a great big tree, and a storm comes by and knocks it over, and when you look at that dead tree, you realize, wow, it was rotten from the inside. That's why it fell over. The roots were rotten. There's nothing holding it to the ground. Its strength was an illusion. So like a lot of people out there, their strength is an illusion. They seem like they're real strong, like they got it going on, like their lives are awesome, and the littlest thing happens and bam, they fall apart. One little storm can ruin somebody. So a storm exposes your weaknesses, and a lot of people, they spend an unusual amount of time here in Florida trying to fortify their properties, trying to strengthen all the weak areas so they're ready for the storms. But the storms always find more weak areas. If you're lucky, maybe you have a brand new concrete home with a brand new roof, and you live out in the middle of a field, which is hard to find here in Florida because we have so many trees, but maybe you live out in the middle of a field and you have no trees near you, no limbs that are going to come through your windows or hit your car. Maybe you're not in a flood zone, and there's a lot you can do to prepare, but we all realize, every single person in this state realizes that when the storms come, and they're coming, hurricane season starts next month, starts in June, that people are going to get hit, that you're most likely, even if you strengthen your house as much as possible, your yard, you do everything you can, something's going to happen. That's why people get insurance, and you develop a mentality going into storms that you hope for the best and you prepare for the worst, but you know that something bad is most likely going to happen. And when you say bad, it really just means an inconvenience. It's going to cost a lot of money. It's going to majorly inconvenience your life. Hopefully, luckily, cross your fingers, you won't get killed. People do get killed in storms. And storms expose how flawed people's lives are, how little they prepare, how unorganized they are, how fragile they are. I think storms are a good thing only because storms bring people together. A good storm will take out all the crime in the town. Isn't that weird? People don't go robbing and looting and shooting, and even the drug trade slows down after a good storm. And people come together, and the neighbors that you don't even give a fuck about, you actually genuinely care about. Geez, I hope Mrs. Smith is okay. Let me go see if she needs any help. Let me go down the block and help those people I don't even know clean the tree out of their front yard. People do this. You don't drive by laughing at people. You drive by with concern. As we avoid the storms, we pray that there's no storms. We wish we could have a life with no storms, but storms bring value. They restore Mother Nature. The whole town may be wrecked, but it's just man-made items that get wrecked. Sure, trees fall down, but a fallen tree can create a forest. Dead trees need to fall to fertilize the ground, make room for more trees to have more light. Storms restore nature. They help you prioritize. You realize during a storm that all you need is shelter, food, water, maybe a radio to stay connected to know what's going on. In those nights when you're sitting in the house with no electricity and everything is just candles, it's not like it's fun. Sure, it's a pain in the ass. But it reduces you from this rat in a rat race into your survival mode, back into a more natural state. I've thought many times of moving out of Florida, simply because the storms get to be such a hassle. But when I think about it, I realize how good of a life I have here, and also realize that you can't run from the troubles of life. Sure, I can leave Florida and not have a hurricane season. Many of you don't have to worry about that. But in California, we had earthquakes and riots and all that kind of stuff. Every town has every city, every region has their issues. Maybe it's the weather here, maybe it's something else where you live, but there's seasons, and that's the beauty of a season, is it's temporary. You're always going to have a season of shit. You're always going to have a season of shit. And the strong warrior just learns to adapt. Adaptability is one of your most important skills. Sharpen your adaptability like you sharpen your sword. Be highly adaptable in business, in relationships, in life. The more adaptable you are, the less rigid you are. The rigid trees, the oak trees, they don't bend in the storm, they snap. I've never once seen a palm tree fall down in a storm. Maybe they do, but not in my yard. I got palm trees right out front. They've been through every storm Florida's ever had. They're still standing. I had a whole bunch of big giant oak trees fall down just last year. It's all food for thought. Weather the storm, be adaptable, prepare, don't run from it. Thanks for watching.